My student at age 27 had an argument with his wife the other day. His wife wanted to buy a house for them to stay. He didn't want to. I told him that he was right and the wife was wrong. Find out why.
Should I buy a house to stay or to invest?
I know this is a big question for many people these days. They're asking themselves, especially if you're young and maybe you just got married with your loved one and you're thinking of settling down, should I get my first house for myself and my loved one to stay in, or should I invest? Well, let me share with you from my experience right now. I didn't get my first house until I got 6 million worth of investment properties. Now, why did I do that? Let me just share that with you right now. Buying a house is a big commitment. If you take a house, you probably have to take a loan out from the house, and that means you have to pay installments month after month after month after month. And that is a lot of money that you have to pay. It would put a lot of stress to you and your loved one, especially if you want to get that nice big house that you always wanted. One of the advice that I usually give people is this: try to get the house for free. And how do you do that is this: focus on the investment first. Buy a property that gives you good cash flow coming in. So there are many types of property out there, and what you need to do when you look into investment first is to buy one of those that gives you a positive cash flow. What does that mean? After getting the loan to come in, rent it out for a higher value. Now, these properties are not easy to find, but if you work really hard, I promise you, you're going to get them around the market. And yes, it can be found. So what did I do was I started my journey by accumulating up to 6 million worth of this kind of properties, getting me a positive income, just a little bit for each and every one of them. Total accumulated of it was more than a few $1,000s. Now, since I now have that few thousand extra dollars in my pocket, what do I do with it? Is then I now go and find a house that I would like. So I then bought myself a double-story house. I was able to buy a house that could fit my family, and the best part of it is that my investment properties was paying for my installments every single month. So guess what, guys? That literally means I stay in that house for free. How do you like the answer right now? If you really like that right now, you can take this formula and follow it in your own. But I want to caution you on this right now first. One of the things I have to share, and this is the lesson I learned by doing this, is that you have to practice delay gratification. What does that mean? Well, I didn't buy my 6 million worth of properties over a period of just 3 weeks or 6 months. It took me a whole 3 years to build this portfolio before I was ready to make that final commitment to find a house for my loved ones. So it will take you time. If you're willing to sacrifice that 3 years to build a hard, solid investment property portfolio, I will guarantee you it will be worth your money. So how do you overcome the persistent nagging from your loved one asking you to buy the house? Well, tell your loved one this: honey, would you prefer a 500 square feet, or do you want me to get you a double-story house with a big garden? Right? I'm sure most of the ladies would love something like that, and if your wife really buys that idea, they say, be patient with me while I build my portfolio up, and then we can live in luxury in years to come. So I hope this tip helps. Alright, so stay safe and go out there and get that beautiful house for your loved one you deserve. Okay, bye!